Hey guys, so today we're going to look at a really cool line from the whole tone scale. That, show what I was doing. So the whole tone scale is something really fascinating because it's constructed of whole tones or whole steps. This means there's only 6 degrees in the scale before you hit the octave again. Let me show you. We'll do it in G. So G, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, F, G. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octave, right? Do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, right? Now that's one fingering, which is using extended. You can also look at different possibilities with this. You could go like this. Check it out. G, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, F, G. That way I save the extended right at the end, right? You could go across 4 strings like this. Check it out. G, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, F, G. Now I'm pivoting with 1 and 4, which on a short scale bass like this cool little Asononix that my buddy Kerry sent me, which is actually really cool and really light. And I'm checking this out at the moment. I'm really digging it. So with this, you know, there's multiple fingerings. I say explore them. Now when using the 3 notes per string here is pretty cool, but it is a big stretch down here, you know. Now this is a sort of scale where it's unlikely you're going to be running it like the whole scale like that, because it can sound kind of predictable and not terribly melodically interesting. To me, where it's interesting is you just find like little cells, like 3, 4, 5, even a 9-note grouping idea, and play something with it. So the one I played earlier is this. It's pretty simple, so I'm doing this. Right? Right, and this is over a G7 with that sharp 5 in it. Now a sharp 5 dominant chord has a root. It's going to have the major 3rd, a sharpened 5th, and obviously the minor or flat 7, right? Like this. You can also play it like with that kind of backwards diagonal fingering. Look, this is the arpeggio. G, B, D sharp, and F. Right? You can do it this way too. Right? There's the triad, and there's the 7. Whatever you like with that. But anyway, let's get onto the lick because it's kind of cool. So, it starts on the F, goes up to the G, back to the F, then to the D sharp, the sharp 5, and then the sharp 11, sharp 4th, the C sharp. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the line. F, G, F, D sharp, C sharp. That's it. So it's a 5-note grouping, right? So if you're playing it just like 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's kind of cool, yeah? So it crosses over itself, which is nice because it stops it sounding so predictable. This would be a great kind of line on like an augmented dominant chord, right? So you get the sharp 5, G7, there it is. And you can do it like that too, different groupings. It's a 5-note pattern, but I might play around with it rhythmically, you know. So this is really cool, but first of all, just play it in 8ths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, pretty neat. And of course, you can play it as ascending line. Right, you see what I mean? That's really neat. You can continue all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And from here, see what I mean? Get it all the way down to the lower G, so 2 octaves of that line. And the same, you play it coming back up. See, it has this restless quality to it, which I really like. So that's the whole tone scale. Now, generally, like I said, this is good to use over dominant chords when it has a raised 5th, or if you want to imply that augmented sound, you know. And another scale that's symmetrical too is the diminished scale, like the half whole and the whole half, which contains, well, the whole half has a whole and a half step, and that just constantly repeats. The half whole is a half and a whole, and we'll get into those. I think that would be worth me doing a full-length video, and I might even do one to download on my site. Let me know in the comments if you would dig that. Also, please do the like and subscribe, hit those buttons, you know, because it really helps me. And if you guys are digging the channel content, I just added a Buy Me a Coffee link, which will be in the description below. And if you want to donate to the channel, it's really great. Anyone who does, thank you. And I'm going to do more on these kind of like little sort of phrase ideas, because, you know, whenever I'm teaching students, you know, via Skype and Zoom, I always have, you know, there's a ton of stuff going through my head after the lesson. I'm like, man, I got to share this with some of these things with some people, you know. So hopefully you dig it. Yeah, I must say I'm really digging like playing a light bass as well today. It makes it really easy when you're teaching for a long time too. So let me know in the comments what you thought, and we'll do more of this, and I'll see you on the next one.